The violent death of a Visalia bishop shakes the town of Gridley, nearly 300 miles away.
Bishop Clay Sanner had only been working in that city for 4 months, but he spent nearly his whole life in Gridley.
That's where Action News reporter Audrey Asistio went today and has more on how this small community is coming together to remember this well-respected man and support his family.
He was just great. A great brother, and by far better father.
A great brother and better father. That's what Clay Sanner's brother, along with the Gridley community, will remember about him. Bishop Clay Sanner was working in an office at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Visalia Sunday when a man entered the building, shot, and killed him.
He didn't come in asking for Clay Sanner or reference the name at all. Instead, he apparently may have been asking for the president or the bishop or the leader.
The suspect later called police and told them where he was. When they arrived, he fired on them. They fired back, killing him. Clay Sanner grew up in Gridley and attended Gridley High School with his high school sweetheart, Julie Dato, who later became his wife. They have 6 children, the youngest only 4 months old. His wife's family, deeply connected to the Gridley community, even has a park named after them. Friends and family say this was a senseless act aimed at a man who dedicated his entire life to helping others.
And in our family, that's what we do. You just want to be around family and help out and enjoy spending time. He was great with that.
Sanner's brother says he wants everyone to remember how giving his brother was.
He was good at visiting with you and talking to you about the important things.
Despite the loss, he says Sanner is now looking down on them from heaven, claiming the outpouring of support is proof of it.
I want to make sure everybody knows how grateful we are and that we feel loved. It makes a difference.
In Gridley, I'm Audrey Asistio for Action News.
You'll find a few different fundraisers for the family on places like Facebook, online, but the Sanners say be cautious. They have not yet confirmed that any of them are legitimate.
An Action News update now. The family of a Reading woman allegedly stabbed to death by her boyfriend has opened a memorial fund to benefit her 2 children. Authorities say 48-year-old Tyrone Pitts killed 24-year-old Randall Wirt during a heated argument on August 15th. The couple's 2-year-old son and Wirt's 7-year-old daughter were home during that attack.
I want them to get the best care, the best therapist, because they're going to need it.
All the money raised will be used to care for those 2 children. The account is set up at Wells Fargo in Chico and Reading as the Randall Wirt Memorial Fund.
Well, they said it wouldn't happen, but it did. Ashley Furniture stores in Reading and Yuba City have been closed, and the Chico store reportedly is next. Action News reporter Elizabeth Gadley has more on why doors were shut this weekend and what it means for customers still waiting for their furniture.
A new twist in the old Ashley Furniture story. People expected the Yuba City store to close after its liquidation, but they didn't see the closure of the Reading store coming, at least not so soon.
The merchandise in the Reading location, and actually in Yuba City as well, was sold to a third party, and they are in the process of picking it up. We, in essence, don't have anything left to sell from that location.
According to furniture consulting firm SPCI, the Chico store will also be closing in a month.
We were informed last week by the Chico landlord that they have released this location and gave us a notice where we need to vacate by the end of September.
SPCI President Stephen Forsey says customers who are still waiting to get their furniture shouldn't worry. Ashley Furniture Industries will be filling back orders out of the Chico Distribution Center.
The goal is to have everybody delivered and complete that process, and I'm estimating that should be completed within the next 4 to 6 weeks.
Meanwhile, both Shasta and Butte County District Attorneys are still investigating local franchise owner Robert Meyer.
So far, we have over 60 people in Shasta County who've reported ordering furniture, paying for it, and not receiving it. Butte County appears to have nearly 200 victims, so there are a large number of victims.
Authorities are still serving search warrants and combing through Meyer's records. Shasta County DA Jerry Benito says it will take time to finish the investigation.
What we're really trying to get to is the bottom line, whether these were poor business practices or whether or not there was fraud involved.
In Reading, I'm Elizabeth Gedley for Action News.
Now, any customers with questions can call the Chico store at 345-2616.
A new agreement between Paradise Unified School District and the Teachers Association could shorten the school year by 4 days, and it could also lead to the reopening of school libraries. Action News reporter Brian Callahan has a look at whether the deal is a fair trade-off for both groups.
It's a good first step in trying to work with everyone and to hammer out some solutions.
Paradise Unified teachers are voting on an agreement that will shorten the school year by 4 days, saving the district $280,000 in teacher salaries. But the savings may not end there.
There will be additional impacts because there will be other people, other employee groups that will be impacted by this. So the savings will be larger than that.
One reason the Teachers Association agreed to the cuts is because district officials plan to use the savings to rehire several people laid off last year.
As soon as the Teachers Association approves this agreement and the school board votes to approve it, we will begin the plans to reopen our libraries.
While parents aren't happy about the shorter school year, they say if it helps reopen libraries, they're okay with the decision.
I don't really think it would hurt him very much. It's basically 4 days, so I don't see the big deal.
In addition to reopening the libraries, the deal should allow the district to rehire several counselors, something the Teachers Association says is critical, especially at the high school level.
They have a variety of functions in getting people in the correct classes and also, some of the stress that the kids go through that they need someone to talk to, and we won't be able to function without them.
Teachers Association officials say they are working to make sure students don't lose out in the deal.
We'll try to do our best to get in the necessary material that's the kids need in order to succeed.
In Paradise, Brian Callahan, Action News.
If the deal is approved by the Teachers Association, the school board will then hold a special meeting to approve it.
Well, it's anything but textbook. Chico State students are finding a new way to get their books. As Action News reporter Derek Demos shows us, now there's an app for that.
We're always looking for alternatives for students shopping here since we know that textbook prices are expensive.
The Chico State bookstore may have found the alternative it's been looking for. The bookstore is now one of only 8 college bookstores chosen in the nation to partner up by trial basis with Chegg, an online textbook rental company. Chico State students now have the option of renting books for a semester rather than buying them, and many have already saved.
It was really great. I saved $200 on my books.
The rental process is easy. The bookstore holds 3 iPad kiosks where students can order books directly. They may also visit the bookstore website or order directly through Chegg. There's even an iPhone app where you can pre-order your rental books, and many say this beats the alternative.
There's lines at the bookstore. Sometimes you have to wait in line for 20 minutes.
There are a few drawbacks. Chegg only offers certain books, and once they've all been rented, they're not restocked. But students who do rent are able to save up to 80% depending on the book, and it can even be delivered right to their front door.
It's just that it's online. I don't have to leave my dorm, just on my computer.
Students also say you don't have to worry about losing money in the end when it comes time to sell your books back to the bookstore.
Buying back, you only get a really small percentage of what you bought it for.
Chegg has rented books to close to 1,500 Chico State students so far this semester. In Chico, I'm Derek Demo for Action News.
Chegg may also be introducing a digital version into the program by next fall. That would allow students to rent the books and view them strictly online.
A new survey finds nationwide the average price of gasoline has dropped 7 cents in the last 2 weeks. The Lundberg survey finds the price of regular gas fell to $2.70 per gallon. In California, the average price for a gallon of regular gas was significantly higher at $3.06. San Francisco even has the highest prices at $3.13. As always, you can find the cheapest gas in your area of the North State by going to our website, knvn.com, and using the gas price tracker.
Owning a home is part of the American dream, but in this economy, could renting be a better option?
I'm Stacey Johnson. Conventional wisdom has always suggested that owning a home is much better than renting one. But is that conventional wisdom still true today? Let's find out. Home sweet home, rent or own? And that's just ahead on Money Talks News.
And we'll take a look at our forecast, which has been awfully cool recently, but that's going to change. We'll talk about a heating trend in the forecast when NBC 24 Action News returns.